The crash. It was a quiet night in a small town. The stars were shining, and the streets were empty. Inside a small house, a young man named Adam was sitting on his couch, eating noodles, and watching a science fiction movie. He lived alone. His life was boring. Every day was the same. Wake up, go to work, come home, eat, sleep. Nothing exciting ever happened to him, until that night. Suddenly, without warning, there was a loud explosion. Boom. The roof above Adam's head shattered into pieces. Wood and dust flew everywhere. His bowl of noodles fell on the floor. He jumped up in fear. What the hell? He shouted. Before he could move, something crashed down from the ceiling. A person. A girl. She landed on the living room floor, on one knee like a superhero. She wore silver armor that glowed softly. Her hair floated in the air, as if there was no gravity. Her skin was smooth and slightly glowing, and her eyes, they were bright blue, like neon lights. Adam stared at her, speechless. The girl slowly stood up, looked around the room, then looked at him. Her face was calm. Serious. She took a step forward and said, in a clear voice, "I am your wife. By galactic law." Adam blinked. What? She walked closer. Her armor made a soft humming sound. Her voice was firm but soft. "You were chosen. Your DNA matches mine. I have traveled across many galaxies to find you. You are now my husband." Adam's mouth was open. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. "My roof just exploded," he said. "You crashed into my house. And now you're saying I'm your husband?" "Yes," she said simply. "There was no time to land properly. They are following me." Adam stepped back. "Who's following you?" Before she could answer, there was a buzzing sound outside. Red lights flashed through the window. The ground started shaking. A strange hum filled the air. "They found me," she said. "We have to leave, now." Wait. What is going on?" Adam asked. "Who are you? What is this? Is this some kind of prank?" She touched a small button on her wrist. A glowing screen appeared in front of her, showing symbols and alien writing. "My name is Zara. I am from the planet Valeria. I am part of the Royal Star Guard. I escaped from the Galactic Union. They want to kill me. And you." "Me? Why me?" "I didn't do anything." Zara looked at him. Her expression softened a little. "You are important," she said. "You don't know it yet, but your DNA, it is rare, special. You were matched with me by the galactic bond system. I don't care about some alien marriage system." Adam shouted. "I don't even know you." Zara stepped closer. "Whether you care or not, they will come for you. If I die, the bond breaks. If you die, they win." Outside, the noise grew louder. A shadow passed over the house. Adam looked out the window and saw something he never thought he'd see in real life. A spaceship. Black, smooth, and silent. It floated just above his street. Men in dark armor moved through the yard. Their faces were hidden. They carried weapons that glowed red. "They're here," Adam shouted. Zara nodded. She grabbed his arm. Her hand was warm, even through the armor. "Trust me," she said. "We have 30 seconds. What are we going to do?" She tapped her wrist again. A small ball flew out of her belt and hovered in the air. It started to spin. Fast. Suddenly, a blue energy shield spread across the room, covering them both. The front door exploded open. The dark soldiers entered, but they couldn't see Adam or Zara. They looked around, confused. "They're using cloaking tech," one of them said. "Find them." Zara whispered to Adam. "Don't move, don't speak." Adam was frozen. His heart was beating fast. He couldn't believe this was real. After a few seconds, the soldiers moved to another room. Zara looked at him. "We need to get out of here." "Where are we going?" he asked. She smiled just a little. "Somewhere safe. And then, I'll explain everything." Then she pressed another button on her wrist. A portal opened in the middle of the room, a glowing circle of blue light. Adam stared at it. "This is not happening," he whispered. Zara looked at him and said, "It is. Come with me or die here." The sounds of boots came closer. Adam took a deep breath. Then he stepped into the portal. The moment Adam stepped into the glowing portal, the world changed. He expected darkness, or space, or maybe nothing at all. But instead, he was standing in a forest. Tall purple trees reached toward a sky that was green, not blue. Strange birds flew above, and the air smelled like metal and flowers. He turned in a circle. "Where are we?" Zara stepped out behind him. The portal closed with a soft hum. "This is Solura 3, she said. "It's a hidden planet. Not many know about it." Adam stared at the trees. Are we even in the same galaxy? No, she replied. We are far from Earth now. Adam took a deep breath and sat on a rock. Okay, I need answers. You crashed into my house. You said, I'm your galactic husband. Then people came to kill us. Now we're here. Zara looked at him. Yes, you deserve to know the truth. But we don't have much time. Why? He asked. They don't know where we are, right? Zara shook her head. They always know. The Union has trackers. They can smell energy signatures. They'll find us in minutes. Adam looked around. Do we run again? Zara sat beside him. For the first time, she seemed tired. No, she said. We hide. For now. Then she pulled something from her belt, a small cube. She placed it on the ground and tapped it. The cube grew into a camouflage dome, covering them like a tent dot inside. The light turned soft. The noise outside vanished. Adam whispered, That's amazing. Zara smiled for a second. Now, I'll explain. She took off her helmet. Her face was beautiful, yes, but also scared. I was born on Valeria, a royal planet. She began. My family were scientists, but I trained as a warrior. I joined the Star Guard when I was 16. Adam listened quietly. 5 years ago, the Galactic Union created a match system. It searched every planet, every species, looking for genetic matches. For peace, for power, for control. And it chose me? Adam asked. Yes, Zara nodded. Only a few matches existed. One of them was you. Adam frowned. But I'm just a normal guy. No, she said softly. You are rare. You carry something in your DNA. Something they want. Adam stood up. So, I'm like a science experiment. Zara stood too. No, you are mine. According to galactic law, our bond gives us power, political and personal. If we stay bonded, I gain rights, freedom, and command. You gain protection, status, even immortality, if you want it. He laughed nervously. Sounds crazy. It is, she said. Suddenly, a loud crack echoed outside the dome. Zara froze. They're here. Adam's heart started pounding. How? Already. They tracked the portal energy. She put her helmet back on and handed Adam a small silver ring. Put this on. What is it? A shield. If they shoot you, it'll stop the first 3 hits. Only 3. We don't have better tech here. The dome shimmered. A figure passed close outside. Shadowy, fast dot. Zara whispered, They're using stealth suits. Adam held his breath. Outside, footsteps moved slowly around them. Zara pulled out a small blade. It buzzed with blue energy. She looked at Adam. If something happens to me, run toward the river. There's a pod under the waterfall. Adam grabbed her arm. No, you can't fight them alone. I've done it before. But now you have me, he said. Zara stared at him for a moment. Then she nodded once. Suddenly, the dome flickered. One of the soldiers had found the cube. Zara shouted, Move. The dome dropped. Laser blasts lit up the air. Trees burned. The forest echoed with gunfire. Zara moved like lightning. She jumped, rolled, and cut one soldier down with her blade. Adam ran behind a tree, holding the ring close. A soldier saw him, and fired. The ring glowed. The blast hit an invisible wall, but Adam was thrown backward. Zara shouted, Keep moving. They ran together, dodging beams of light and fallen branches. Ahead, the sound of rushing water grew louder. The river, Adam yelled. They reached the edge. A waterfall poured into a deep canyon. No bridge, he said. Zara pressed her belt. A pod rose from under the water. Get in. They jumped. The pod closed just as a soldier aimed at them. The pod dived underwater, escaping into silence. Inside, both of them were soaked and panting. Adam looked at her. Is this how my life is now? Zara smiled. You said it was boring before. Adam couldn't help but laugh. Okay, fair. Then his face turned serious. Where are we going now? She leaned back and whispered, To find the one person who can explain why you're so important, and why they're willing to kill for you. The escape pod moved silently under the water. Adam sat across from Zara. His clothes were wet, his mind raced with questions, but his body was tired. Everything had happened so fast. The crash, the portal, the forest, the soldiers. Now, deep underwater, all he could hear was the soft hum of the pod engine. Where are we going now? Adam asked. Zara looked at a glowing map on the wall. To someone I once trusted. A scientist. He knows more about the DNA bond system than anyone. Adam leaned forward. This galactic bond system. Why did it pick me? I'm not special. Zara looked at him. That's what I thought at first. But the bond system is ancient. It doesn't make mistakes. The pod rose from the water and stopped inside a dark metal cave. The doors opened with a hiss. Zara stood first. We're here. They stepped into a hidden lab. Lights flickered on. The walls were smooth and silver. Machines buzzed softly. Whoa, Adam whispered. Is this alien science? Yes, she said. Very old, but still working. From a corner, a tall figure appeared. He was not human. His skin was dark green. His eyes were golden wide, and his head was long like a lizard's. He wore a white robe and held a glowing device in his hand. Zara bowed slightly. Greetings, Master Varn. The alien tilted his head. You brought him. His voice was deep and smooth. Adam stepped back. Ah, hi. Varn looked at him carefully, then nodded. Interesting. Very interesting. Adam frowned. Why does everyone keep saying that? Varn ignored the question. Sit. Adam sat on a chair that adjusted to his shape automatically. Zara stood next to him, alert. Varn walked around them. You are confused. That's normal. Let me explain. He pressed a button. A hologram appeared. Stars, galaxies, planets, all floating in the air. There are over 100,000 civilizations in our galaxy, Varn began. Many are advanced. Many are dead. Long ago, to prevent wars, a system was created, the Galactic Bond Network. The hologram zoomed into a DNA strand. This system scanned all life forms, searching for rare genetic matches. When a perfect match is found, a bond is made. That bond links to beings forever. Mind, body, sometimes even soul. Adam blinked. So, it's like alien marriage. Yes, Varn replied. But much more powerful. A true bond unlocks special abilities, mental links, energy control, even faster learning. Together, bonded pairs can lead empires, Zara added. And some people will do anything to break those bonds, or steal them. Adam looked at them both. So, why me? I'm just a guy from Earth. I don't have powers. Not yet, Varn said. He walked closer and placed the glowing device on Adam's chest. A soft light spread across Adam's body. His heart raced. Varn muttered. Yes, the match is pure. Stronger than expected. He turned to Zara. Your bond is not just official, it's perfect. Zara looked surprised. Perfect. Varn nodded. Only 3 such bonds have been recorded in all history. You two are one. Adam laughed nervously. So what does that mean? We get matching tattoos and free spaceship rides. Zara smiled. It means people will chase us, try to control us, or kill us. Varn nodded. The Union fears what you could become. Together, you could change the galaxy. Adam looked down at his hands. They looked the same. He didn't feel different. But deep inside, he felt something. A strange warmth. What now? He asked. Varn's eyes narrowed. You must train. Learn to use your link, or you'll both die. Suddenly, a loud alarm echoed through the lab. Zara drew her weapon. What is that? Varn checked his screen. They found us. 2 ships above the cave. Adam stood up again. How do they keep finding us? Zara grabbed his arm. We have to move. Varn ran to a hidden wall and pressed a button. Part of the wall slid open, revealing a small starship. Take this, he said. Fast, cloaked, and armed. Zara hesitated. What about you? I'll stall them, Varn said calmly. They won't kill me yet. Adam shouted. Come with us. Varn shook his head. No, but we'll meet again. Explosions shook the cave. Rocks fell from the ceiling. Zara pulled Adam toward the ship. Let's go. They jumped inside. Zara took the controls. The ship roared to life. As they lifted off, Adam looked back through the glass. Varn stood tall, watching them leave. As smoke and fire filled the lab, the ship shot through a tunnel and burst out into space. Stars stretched around them. Adam sat back, breathing hard. I just wanted to eat noodles tonight. Zara laughed. Welcome to your real life. Adam looked at her. You said we're bonded. Does that mean you can read my mind? Not yet, she said, but soon. Adam nodded slowly. Okay, let's find out what I really am. Zara smiled. We will. Together. Space was silent. Adam looked out from the window of the small starship. Stars blinked all around him. For the first time, he was flying through space, not in a movie, but for real. Zara sat in the pilot's seat. Her hands moved quickly over glowing buttons and controls. Where are we going now? Adam asked. To Earth, she said. Adam's eyes widened. Back. After all that, Zara nodded. We have no choice. You need answers not just about your DNA, about your planet too. Adam leaned back. You're saying Earth knows about aliens? Zara gave a small smile. Earth knows more than it admits. As the ship moved closer to Earth's orbit, the system beeped loudly. Unidentified ship, a cold voice said through the speakers. This is Earth Defense Unit. Power down and prepare for boarding. Zara sighed. I was hoping they'd ignore us. Adam looked nervous. Who are they? A secret agency, she said. Earth's version of the Galactic Union. They watch everything that comes from space. The ship shook slightly as it was pulled into a docking bay. Metal arms locked it in place. Zara stood and handed Adam a device. What is this? He asked. A translator? They won't all speak your language. Great, he muttered. The ship door opened. Bright white lights flooded in. 5 humans stood outside in black suits, armed and serious. One of them stepped forward. He had silver hair and cold blue eyes. I'm Commander Rail. Step out. Slowly. Zara raised her hands and stepped out first. Adam followed. He tried to look brave, but failed. You again, Rail said to Zara. You weren't supposed to return. I brought the bondmate, she said calmly. You need to hear what we've learned. Rail's eyes shifted to Adam. This is the human. Adam gave a small wave. Hi. Rail turned and walked away. Bring them inside. They followed through metal hallways into a large room with screens showing space, Earth, and files in strange languages. Rail sat at a table. Explain. Zara nodded. We've confirmed the bond. It's perfect. Rail raised an eyebrow. Perfect. That hasn't happened in centuries, she continued. The Union is after him. Not just to break the bond, but to capture his DNA. Adam frowned. What's so special about my DNA? Rail looked at him. You are what we call an anchor. An anchor. Yes. Someone whose DNA stabilizes reality energy. You don't just bond with Zara. You boost her powers. Her mind, her body. With you, she could lead entire fleets. Adam blinked. So I'm a power source. Rail nodded. In a way, Zara added. But more than that, if the Union gets him, they could clone the bond. Build armies. Rail stood and walked to the window. Earth floated below like a blue marble. We knew anchors existed, he said quietly. But we thought they were myths. Adam stepped forward. So what do you want from me? Rail turned. Protection, cooperation, and silence. Adam frowned. Silence. Rail's voice grew colder. If the world finds out what you are, panic will spread. Earth isn't ready. Zara crossed her arms. You just want to control him. Rail ignored her. We'll offer training, resources, a safe home. But you follow our rules. Adam looked at Zara. She said nothing, but her eyes said everything. Don't trust them. He turned back to Rail. Can I say no? Rail smiled. Of course. We'll just put you in a deep sleep and store you safely. Adam stepped back. That's not a choice. Suddenly, an alarm blared through the base. Rail touched his earpiece. What is it? A voice replied. Unknown. Signal inside the base. Something's teleporting in. Zara moved fast. She pulled Adam close and reached for her blade. A bright light flashed in the room. Then they arrived. 3 tall figures appeared. Not human. Not machines. Something in between. Silver bodies. No faces. Long arms ending in blades. Rail shouted. Security. The intruders moved fast. One struck, cutting through a table like paper. Zara kicked Adam aside and blocked another. Strike with her blade. Adam hit the ground hard. What are those? Zara shouted. Hunters. Sent by the Union. Guards rushed in, firing laser weapons. 1 hunter fell, but 2 kept coming. Rail grabbed a gun and joined the fight. Zara yelled. Adam, run to the elevator. But go. Adam ran, dodging sparks and fire. A hunter followed. He jumped into the elevator and hit the top floor button. The doors closed just in time. When it opened, he stepped out onto the roof. The city lights below sparkled. A ship hovered nearby Zara's. She was already there, bruised, breathing hard. How? I took a shortcut, she said. They boarded quickly. Zara took off below. The Earth defense base was in chaos. Adam sat down, shaking. They just appeared. Inside, Zara nodded. It means the Union has spies. On Earth, Adam stared. Out the window. Who can we trust now? Zara didn't answer. They both knew the truth. The stars outside looked calm. But inside the ship, everything was different. Zara sat at the controls, her armor scratched and one arm bleeding. Adam stood behind her, watching silently. Neither of them had spoken since they left Earth. He wanted to ask if she was okay. He wanted to ask what would happen next, but for the first time, he didn't know what to say. Zara finally broke the silence. "You did well back there." Adam gave a weak smile. "I ran." "You survived," she said. "That's more than most people could have done." He walked over and sat beside her. "So now what?" "We have spies on Earth. The Union knows where I am. No one to trust. And I'm supposed to be an anchor." Zara leaned back in her seat. "Yes, you are rare, powerful, but not trained. If we want to survive, you need to understand your bond with me." Adam nodded slowly. "How do I do that?" Zara stood and motioned for him to follow. "Come with me." They walked into a quiet chamber at the back of the ship. The room was dim, glowing with soft blue light. In the center was a strange round platform, floating just above the floor. "This is a bond chamber," Zara explained. "It allows two linked minds to connect." Adam raised an eyebrow, like reading each other's thoughts. "Exactly," she said. "But only if you trust me." He hesitated. "Do you trust me?" Zara looked him in the eyes. "I didn't. Not at first. I thought you were just a name in the system, a mission, a file. And now," she smiled slightly, "now, I see more." Adam stepped onto the platform. "Let's try." Zara joined him. As they stood together, a soft wind seemed to pass through the room. The light brightened. Adam felt something, a warmth in his chest, spreading through his arms, into his head. Suddenly, he could feel her. Not just her voice, but her thoughts, her emotions, her memories. He saw flashes. A younger Zara, training with a sword, falling again and again. The moment she read his file for the first time. Her fear when she escaped from the Union. Her loneliness. Then she saw him. Adam's childhood. His quiet life. His dreams of adventure. His fear of being ordinary. They stood there, not speaking, but knowing each other more deeply than ever before. Then Zara pulled away gently. The lights faded. Adam looked at her, stunned. That was real. "Yes," she said softly. "That's the bond. It's not just about power. It's about trust, loyalty, connection." Adam stepped closer. "You've been alone for a long time." She nodded. "So have you." For a moment, they just stood there. Then Zara looked away. "There's something else I haven't told you." Adam frowned. "What?" She took a breath. "The Union isn't just chasing us. They've put a bounty on your head." "How much?" he asked nervously. 10 million credits. Adam whistled. "I must be popular." Zara looked serious. "It means bounty hunters will come. Some might look human. Some might be your friends." Adam's face turned pale. "You think someone I know could betray me?" She didn't answer. That silence said enough. They returned to the control room. Zara scanned the area for signals. "There's a station nearby. Neutral zone. We can rest there. Will we be safe?" "No," she said. "But it's better than space." They landed on Station 9, a large floating city orbiting a red moon. It was loud, dirty, and filled with every kind of creature Adam had never imagined. Zara kept him close. "Don't talk. Don't touch anything." As they walked through a market, a hooded figure stepped into their path. Zara reached for her weapon. The figure lifted its hood. A young man with sharp eyes and a nervous smile. "Zara," he said. Zara's eyes narrowed. Tehran. Adam looked between them. "Who's this?" "He used to be my friend," she said flatly. Tehran raised his hands. "I'm not here to fight. I just want to help." "Help," Zara said. "Last time I saw you, you sold out our unit." Tehran looked down. "I made mistakes, but I've heard things about you. About the anchor." Zara didn't move. "Go on." Tehran looked at Adam. "They've sent someone special for you. A memory thief. She can make you forget everything, even your bond." Adam's heart sank. "Can that really happen?" Zara's face was pale. "Yes." Tehran handed her a chip. "This has the thief's location. She's already on your trail." Zara took it slowly. "Why help us?" Tehran looked at her. "Because I remember who you were. Before the war." He turned and disappeared into the crowd. Back on the ship, Adam sat down, overwhelmed. Zara placed the chip into the console. A map appeared, and a red dot moved slowly. Toward them. Adam whispered. "She's close." Zara nodded. "Too close." He looked at her. "Then let's fight back. Together." Zara smiled. Now you're starting to sound like my real partner. The stars outside the window looked cold and distant. Adam sat in silence, his wrists locked by smooth metal cuffs. The chair beneath him was floating, held in place by invisible energy. Around him, an alien courtroom slowly came to life. Glowing lights, floating judges, whispering machines. He wasn't on Earth anymore. He wasn't even in the same galaxy. Across the room, Zara stood tall. Her armor had been taken, but her eyes still burned with defiance. A voice echoed from above, calm, robotic, and cold. This is the High Court of the Galactic Union. Case 771B. Unauthorized bonding. Charged, Zara of Valeria. Human subject, Adam Reeve of Earth. Begin trial. Adam whispered, unauthorized bonding. What does that mean? Zara didn't look at him. It means they don't want us together. A large platform floated into the center of the chamber. On it sat 3 alien judges, each one different. One had no mouth, only a ring of blinking eyes. Another was pure energy. The third looked almost human, but had silver skin and no hair. The third judge spoke. Zara of Valeria, you are charged with violating Union law. You bonded with an unregistered species. Zara stepped forward. Earth is registered under protective class, not restricted. The judge nodded. Correct. But you brought the human into a galactic bond without Union permission. I didn't have time, she replied. The Union wanted to use him. I protected him. A murmur passed through the audience, dozens of species watching from the shadows. The energy judge spoke next. Adam Reeve, do you understand the consequences of this bond? Adam stood slowly. I didn't at first. I thought it was a mistake, but now, I understand. Then speak, the judge said. Adam took a breath. This bond, it's not just power. It's not a weapon. It's real. I feel her pain, her thoughts. I trust her. We didn't choose this, but we choose to keep it. Silence followed his words. Then a sharp voice rang out from the far side of the room. I object. A new figure stepped into the light. She was tall, wearing a dark red cloak. Her face was smooth and perfect, but her eyes were empty, like glass. Zara's face went pale. Memory thief. Adam's heart pounded. The judge asked, who are you? I represent the Galactic Union's inner council, she said. This bond threatens balance. The human's memory must be removed. For safety, no, Zara shouted. You have no right. The memory thief ignored her. The human is dangerous. He carries anchor energy. He could collapse systems. The judges whispered to each other in their strange languages. The silver-skinned judge finally spoke. There is only one way to settle this. A trial of minds. Zara stepped back. No, that hasn't been done in centuries. It is legal, the judge said. If both bonded agree, they will enter the memory plane. Truth will be seen. Lies will break. If the bond is false, it will shatter. Adam looked at Zara. What happens if we lose? We forget each other, she whispered. Forever. Adam stared into her eyes. I'll do it, he said. The judges nodded. To machines floated down and placed glowing circles on their heads. Everything went dark. Inside the memory plane, Adam stood in a strange white world. Everything was blank, except for Zara, standing across from him. He felt exposed. His thoughts, his memories, they were open now. Zara walked forward. They'll try to find weakness, doubt, regret. Suddenly, Adam saw his old life, his tiny apartment, his parents' disappointment, his own fear of being average, invisible, forgotten. Then he saw Zara's memories, her team dying in a failed mission, her tears alone in space, her moment of seeing his profile for the first time, and feeling hope. The memory thief appeared in the air. He does not truly care for her. He only follows because he is afraid. Zara's voice rang out, clear and strong. That's not true. She turned to Adam. Tell them what you feel. Adam's hands shook. I was afraid. At first, I thought I was nothing. I didn't believe I mattered. But she saw me. She didn't run when I panicked. She didn't leave when I asked stupid questions. She fought for me. He took Zara's hand. And now I fight for her. A light exploded in the white world. The memory thief screamed. Her image cracked like glass. No, she cried. This bond is unstable. It must be erased. But the light grew brighter. Courtroom faded back into view. The judges looked down, glowing symbols dancing around them. The silver-skinned judge stood. The bond is true. The energy judge spoke next. The human has passed. The memory will remain. Adam smiled with relief. Zara squeezed his hand. The silent judge finally moved, one blink from each eye. Judgment complete. The cuffs vanished from Adam's wrists. Zara stepped forward. Are we free now? The lead judge nodded. For now, but be warned. Not everyone in the galaxy accepts your bond. Zara nodded. We'll be ready. The court lights faded. The trial was over. As they left the chamber, Adam looked at her. I remembered everything. Zara smiled. And now, we move forward. The trial was over. But peace did not follow. Adam and Zara stood inside their ship, floating in deep space. The stars were silent, but danger still moved in the shadows. They let us go, Adam said quietly. Why does it feel like they didn't? Zara stood beside him, her arms crossed, eyes fixed on the ship's radar. Because they didn't. The court accepted our bond. But others won't. We're still hunted. Adam looked down at his hands. He still didn't feel like someone special. No powers. No glowing eyes. Just a man who fell into something much bigger than himself. Zara turned to him. You asked me once what happens now. I still don't have a full answer. He smiled. At least be honest. I am, she replied. But I have one plan left. One place we can go. Where? She touched a panel, and a new system lit up, a red star with 2 small moons. This is Arios, she said. A dead system. Abandoned. But long ago, it was home to the ancients, the first species to build the bond network. Adam stepped closer. Why go there? Because if anyone left answers, it's them. The ship entered Arios space. Quietly, a giant station floated near the second moon, half destroyed, covered in dust and silence. They landed at a broken dock and stepped out. The silence was heavy. Inside, strange markings glowed faintly on the walls. The air was cold, but breathable. They moved slowly, flashlights cutting through the dark dot. Zara stopped. This place feels familiar. Adam touched a wall, like it remembers us. After hours of walking, they reached a central chamber. A giant ring stood in the center, covered in crystal, humming faintly. What is that? Adam whispered. Zara stepped forward. A bond gate. I've only seen it in books. It links bonded minds across space and time. But they were shut down centuries ago. Suddenly the gate lit up. A voice filled the room. Not human. Not machine. Anchor detected. Zara stepped back. It's alive. Adam stared at the ring. What do I do? Touch the gate, the voice said. Zara grabbed his arm. Be careful. Adam nodded. He stepped forward and touched the glowing crystal. Light filled the room. Mind left his body. He was standing in a field of stars. A figure appeared. Tall. Glowing. No face. No name. You carry the bond, it said. You are the first true anchor in 10,000 years. Adam asked, what does that mean? You are a link. A balance. You do not just connect to her, you stabilize the world around you. And now, the galaxy is changing. Adam frowned. Why me? The figure moved closer. Because you are ordinary. You had nothing to prove. And yet, you chose love, not fear. That choice makes you powerful. Adam took a breath. What happens now? The bond will grow, and others will come. Some will want your help. Others will want your end. Will we win? That depends on your next question. Adam hesitated, then asked, is this the end, or the beginning? The figure paused, then answered, it is both. Adam opened his eyes. Zara knelt beside him, worried. You were gone, she said. I was shown something, he whispered. I think we're not the only ones. Others will rise. She nodded slowly. Then, we find them. Before they could move, the station shook. Zara looked at the scanner. We've been followed. A large ship appeared on the screen, dark, red-marked, sharp as a knife. Zara whispered, the Shadow Fleet. They were just a rumor, Adam said. They're real now, Zara replied. And they're not here to talk. Alarms rang out. The enemy ship began charging weapons. Zara ran to the ship's controls. Get in. Adam stopped. Wait, what? We can't run forever. Zara stared at him. We're bonded, right? He asked. Yes. Then let's fight. She smiled slowly. I hoped you'd say that. They boarded their ship. Adam took the co-pilot seat. His hands shook, but he wasn't afraid. Not anymore. Zara looked at him. Ready. He nodded. Let's end this. The enemy ship fired first. But this time, Adam felt something rise in him, a power, like heat in his chest. The ship's controls responded to his thoughts. The bond was awakening. Zara shouted, shield up. Adam raised a hand. A golden shield formed just in time. The blast hit it, but didn't break through. Zara's eyes widened. You did that. Adam grinned. Let's see what else I can do. They flew into battle, 2 against many. But they weren't just a pilot and passenger anymore. They were bonded. The fight would last hours. The war, maybe years. But in that moment, as their ship lit the dark sky, 2 hearts joined by something ancient and rare. One truth remained. They were no longer running. They were rising. Together.